So in the end, it had nothing to do with humans at all. Well, everything, I mean, Glocksnä's story had, but Dolor's did not. And in the end, the only thing that the reason why he did all this was simply because of a stupid pride. I mean, I have no pity for him moments. That was actually quite pathetic in my opinion. But then again, finally, Meliodas' words make sense. Either way, the chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, chapter 215, begins as Diana in Dola's body tries to hold off Seldoris, even with a dance, but alas, Seldoris is just that strong, and he even has a magic power that surprisingly can seal magic. So I guess that must be his god magic, because according to a chapter book, he has something called God. So that is Seldoris and its true powers. Okay, I long for the day he is defeated. So, but it seems that this magic power god that Seldoris, or at least the translation calls his name Seldoris, before it's always been Seldoris, is apparently the Demon King's. Because, well, he is the Demon King's representative. But I really want more info on the Demon King. Please, can we get it a little bit more now? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he considers Meliodas to be his favorite son, despite all the betrayal. But then it answers the question on why Dolor became a Ten Commandments, because as Seldoris, with his tiny ability, just put down Dolor, he gave him an ultimatum. Will you die or join the Ten Commandments right here and now? Because apparently they wanted the Ten Commandments as their allies. When reading this, I'm almost suspecting, wait, are you telling me then, I mean, I know the Ryo and the humans had a grudge against Stigma, but could it be that that was also the Ten Commandments plan all along? In order to, get those grudging humans in Stigma in order to aggravate Glocksnea. Could that also have been the plan? So back in the present, Dolor reveals that a giant clan always believe in battle and running it and giving away its ultimate disgrace. So he choose the one, which is in the end as actually not. That is actually a pretty, as I said before, that felt like a pretty pathetic reason. Back on the present, it turns out that Dolor was always a unique giant. And that's true. All this time, Dolor had blue skin and was giant and had 4 arms. And apparently, he was unique. He always had blue skin and like sapphire, and a magic sealed in his eyes, and always was even bigger than any giants. He was in essence an outcast, which is the same as Diana. She was the only giant that never craved battle. So in a way, she saw herself into the Demon King too. So Zeldoris manipulated Dolor's emotions by saying that you have no friend. The only thing that can understand you battle, understand you in battle are us, the Demon Kings, because we are also freaks in the world and our existence is different. So you will, and we will crave battle. And so Diana actually wakes up, revealing that she has made her choice. And she says in a pretty comical tone, which is also much to Dolor's shock, is that Diana choose either death or the choice was either death or joining. Well, she choose running away. Okay, that is one choice that is so Diana, and actually I do not feel that is cowardly at all. Dolor said the biggest disgrace to a giant it was running away, and it was because yes they always wanted to never run away, that they always limited themselves, and Diana was never a battle-loving giant. She only wanted to do what she wanted to do, and she didn't want to fight, so she ran for it. No idea though if she managed to run away, but hey, she passed the test. Basically, the test was saying that she just needed to. Uh, the test was to not to not choose. The test was to confirm that the joining Ten Commandments were wrong. And so, at long last, Diana awakens as she takes King into her hands and gives him a loving kiss on his little face, much to his blushing. Is this mean that Diana's memories did indeed awaken thanks to Gother's ability? Who knows, but they have passed the trial, and the answers have finally been answered. Took you long enough. As Meliodas said, Gloxnia was betrayed by the people he trusted the most and had something precious more to his life than taken from him. I presumed he was betrayed by his fairies, and that the Fairy King forest was stolen from him. Granted, that did happen in the end, but no. He was betrayed by the humans he decided to trust in, including that man, Ryu, and his sister, which he apparently valued just as much as he did the Fairy King forest, was taken from him, at least what he thought. So that's why he did that. Dolor was a warrior that wanted to be the strongest of all, but his pride was shattered and stomped under, because indeed he couldn't even fight against Selduris, who not only was very, very smaller, but was also a demon to a former war comrade like Meliodas. Basically, his entire pride of being the strongest was completely shone over because there was always someone stronger. So yeah, that was the reasons for joining the Ten Commandments. The answer has been answered. Diana finally has kissed King, and all in all a pretty comical one, full of the emotions of all. But now I'm actually once again beginning to see it. Now this flashback in the war is over. There are some unanswered questions left, but I'll think we will never get them answered. Still though, what is left to know is for me, this chapter almost seemed to imply that it was the demon clan did indeed manipulate the events so that Gloxnia and Dolor would join their side. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, the humans of Ruo did have a grudge against Stigma, but it wouldn't have surprised me if they actually preyed on that a little bit. After all, Seldoris here showed some very strong manipulative tendencies here. Given that he's the Demon King's representative, who knows? All in all, I wish for his defeat already. Moreover, a little bit more information about the Demon King. So yeah, this is that flashback. Many questions have been answered, but some are still left. So give me your thoughts, if you have any. That kiss in the end though, that was loving.